Beautiful morning. Beautiful. Cold as hell, but beautiful. All right. We fixing to cook us up some hot link mushrooms. Hot link mushrooms. Hot links and onions. I got onions in here. A whole bunch of onions. And now I'm going to go get my solar oven out there. Get it in the sun. And no, nobody's going over there because you won't come back when I call you. They love it over here only because they don't get to go over here very much. And we don't let them over here very much because they're so bad they won't come back when we call them. So when we come over here and sit with Bev, we let the dogs come. But if we're not over here, you ain't getting them back until they're good and ready. All right. I'm doing a little work on my YouTube channel this morning. This is how early it is. The sun is usually, when I start the oven, I'm like over here, but there we go. Let me get this opened up. This is how hard it is to set this up. Done. All right. And many thanks to the person who bought one of these through my link. That helps me out a lot. And I think you saw yesterday what I get out of it. And I got an email from the fellow that I contacted asking him about perhaps reviewing one of his solar ovens. And he sent me a link yesterday, a UPS link, and it's on its way. So let me get you in the tripod. I'm really looking forward to getting it because I think cooking in the sun is fun, but the price of that big all-American solar oven probably keeps a lot of people from getting into it because it's a whole lot of money to drop on something that you may not be interested in, Let me get you in the tripod here and we'll get to work cutting stuff up. I think you can see that. So what do? Do I put the sausage on the bottom and the onions on top, or vice versa? I don't know. I think I'll put the sausage on top. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let me hang this right here on the corner. Still a little bit chilly. About, 48 or so. It's not quite 50. Already. Woo-ha! That's some strong onions. And I'm not going to cut them too small. I think I'm going to go half and then quarter them. Yeah. Hope I got enough room in there. Lord, I'm telling you, those are some strong onions. So let me tell you a quick story about a cat. I was thinking about this last night. I've never been a cat guy. When I was growing up, we had a couple of dogs, and we had a couple of cats, and I just never connected with the cats. I think because the cats were so aloof, and they didn't need petting, and they were mostly inside cats too. And they weren't interested in, being friendly, I guess. I'm just gonna quarter them. They're not too big. So when I was about 21, maybe 20. I had an apartment in Bossier City. And underneath this apartment, it was a duplex, and there was a cat that lived underneath it that everybody sort of threw scraps out, and you know, it wasn't anybody's cat. And I was a very poor young man. I had just barely enough room to keep a roof over my head. I didn't even have a car. I had a bicycle. I rode my bicycle to work, and I was just barely able to keep a roof over my head. And I was skinny as a rail. That's how poor I was. I ate a lot of beans. Well, anyway, this cat decided that I was her human, and it was winter, and she was pregnant, and she was fixing to have babies. So I let her. Actually, I didn't let her. I opened my door, and in the house she went. So I just let her. Everybody else was asking me where the cat was. And I said she decided she wanted to live in my house. So I left a dresser drawer open. And next thing I know, she's in that dresser drawer making a bed. And next thing I know, she's spitting kittens out. So I let her stay there. She had her kittens. She raised them. And then one by one, she would grab these kittens by the neck and go stand at the door. And I'd let her out. And she moved all of her kittens up underneath my house. And like I say, I was poor, so I didn't have a whole lot of money to feed her. But I fed her as much as I could, scraps, whatever I could find, and other people went back to feeding her. And yeah, she raised all them kittens up underneath them house. I mean, she birthed them in my house and got them through the coldest part of the winter. But when she was ready to be an outside cat again, she moved back outside. So cats are very weird. I just thought about that last night, how I have actually had something to do with the cat, and it wasn't by my choice. She just showed up and said, hey, you're going to be my human for about 3 months, okay? You will serve me. Whew. God, my eyes are burning. All right. I'm going to cook it all just because I have it and it's thawed out. I don't know if I'll have enough room, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think, yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna go look at the oven. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the oven. These are still just a tad bit frozen, the sausage. And so by the time they thaw out, the sun will be up high enough on that oven where it will cook it. Make my phone smell like onions. All right, we'll see you over there. There we go. I put my hands in there, and just the few minutes it took me to cut everything up, it was already warm in there. Look at this pollen. I don't know if you can see it, but that's already starting, the pollen season. That is a lot of pollen. No wonder why my eyes are freaking on fire, man. Okay, I'm gonna come back in about 30 minutes and get this thing cooking. I got this about, probably 15 or 20 minutes ahead of schedule. So we'll be back in about 30 minutes or so. Well, it's not gonna get terribly warm today, but it'll be warm enough to sit out here in the sun. I'm gonna drink my coffee. By the time my coffee's done, I'll go and adjust the oven. Then I will go down and feed the shop cat, roof cat. I'll feed roof cat, and I don't know. I'm still working on my channel. I got some done, but now I'm working on BitChute. BitChute has an uploader that they will give to you once they kind of check your channel out, because they have a limited amount of I don't know, gigawatts, who knows, whatever you call them, and they don't want to waste this automatic uploader on people who have frivolous videos, so that kind of lets me out. Who knows, maybe they'll find some videos that they like and go ahead and let me use the uploader. And what I mean is, like Rumble. Oh, and I talked to a friend of mine this morning, early this morning, about 4 o'clock, through the automatic upload at Rumble, where you sync your YouTube channel with Rumble, and Rumble will start uploading your videos to their platform. Really, just a couple of clicks and you're done. And BitChute has something like that they offer some people, and they want to check your channel out first, which I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Odyssey, which I also have an Odyssey channel, automatically uploads your videos to their channel. And they pay you in something called some kind of coin, some kind of digital coin. And you can return that coin to them, which I did. I mean, I had like $5 worth of whatever coin it is. I don't know, it's not who knows, it may be Bitcoin, I don't know. But I had made on Odyssey with just a handful of videos about $5, and you have the option of returning it to them, and I did. Because they're, you know, a small and growing platform, and they're paying for their bandwidth and servers and all that. So anyway, I was thinking about my early life in Louisiana when I first came here. Boy, it was a tough life. And I had a bicycle. I had 2 jobs. I worked during the day. I worked at Minute Oil Change, and in the evenings and on weekends I worked at Western Sizzling. And I was putting enough hours in at Western Sizzling, it was almost a full-time job. So I was working 40, 45 hours a week at Minute Oil Change, and another 30 or 40 hours a week at Western Sizzling, and still barely able to keep a roof over my head with a bicycle. That's why I say I am 110% in favor of a $15 minimum wage. Y'all can say, who needs $15 an hour to flip burgers? Well, you know what? You go flip burgers for $7 an hour. The minimum wage today, it ain't worth putting pants on and leaving the house for $7 an hour. You can't have a car at $7 an hour. If you have a car, you can't afford insurance. If you can afford insurance, you can't afford to put gas in it. And everybody says, well, it's just a starter job. Well, no, you don't see middle-aged people working at Burger King because it's a starter job. You see them working there because they have no other options. So I am 100% in favor of a minimum wage of $15. No one should be forced to work, leave their house for 40 hours a week, and not be able to survive on it. And I am willing to pay more for everything in order to support a living wage. If you get up and leave your house every day and you spend 8 hours somewhere, you have a human right to be able to live on that wage. And I support nothing less than that. So, you know what? That is a liberal view, some might say. I don't think so. But I know firsthand what minimum wage does. When you got to work 2 full-time minimum wage jobs to even have an apartment and keep lights on. And even then, I couldn't afford a car. I had a bicycle, and then eventually I bought a motorcycle. And the motorcycle got me a better job, and then eventually I was able to buy a corn dog stand. I've probably told you this. Bought a corn dog stand, and I ran it as I was paying for it. I ran it and operated it. And then the same guy was selling a second one, so I bought it from him, and I let a friend of mine run the one I was buying, and then I went on the Air Force Base and ran the other one, and I was doing pretty good. But anyway, life started getting good. Life didn't get good for me until I took my own future in my own hands and became my own boss. And I always knew that, not having even a high school diploma and not being a terribly smart guy as far as scholastics is concerned, I think I'm a smart guy as far as mechanics and carpentry and fixing things and building things. But if you don't have school to prove it, everybody just assumes you're stupid. And I cannot take tests. I've learned that over and over. I am not a test taker. So I'm going to finish my coffee and go adjust that oven and go feed my cat. We'll be back. Oh, it's just a tick away. I would say it's about 280 degrees or so. And it's just now 11 o'clock. All right, it's 11:50 and it's, I would say 3:20 or so. I'm gonna take it out and give it a stir and put it back in. It's a little hot. I don't want the sausage to get that hot. And I let this get out of hand a little bit. So I'm gonna fall off my block there. Alrighty, I'm gonna give that about an hour, I guess. I've aimed it way ahead of the sun, and give that about another hour before I come back. I'm aiming for about 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock. That way, if I eat, then that's it for the day. I won't eat anymore. And now I'm gonna go in and plan a ride for Saturday for our Southern Cruisers. And we found a road the other day, and you go up Highway 9, which is right down here. My road ends on Highway 9, and you go north on 9. And way up there is 125, a little road. And that is the nicest little road. And you end up going through this tiny little, it's not even a town, it's an unincorporated group of people called McLeod, MCLEOD. Nice little town, beautiful little town. Anyway, and then we're gonna go to Vivian, Louisiana, down to a restaurant called Becky's Restaurant. And CG, Louisiana, met my wife and I, him and his wife and kids met us up there, and we enjoyed meeting some YouTube friends. And that was where the chicken fried steak the size of my head was. So that's where we're going with the motorcycle group. We'll be doing that Saturday. All right, I can't wait anymore. Gonna scoop Bib some out. Sorry. A lot of good did having a camera on. Still doing it. My goodness, that is hot, hot, hot. All right, so I'm gonna hang this here for now. Going to cover this. I'm gonna need both hands. Good God, that's good. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but we'll figure something out. This is that all-season solar cooker that Jim LaJoy, the inventor and owner of the company, Soul Cook. Here, let's just go through some of these pictures. I've been racking my brains trying to think of the name of this, and it's called Coroplast. And basically, it's a corrugated, it's like corrugated cardboard, except it's plastic. And in this case, it's got reflective material on the inside. And there's a fella, I think he's in Northern California, who makes all kinds of stuff with Coroplast, including this camper, little tiny camper that he pulls behind his bicycle. And yeah, this Coroplast makes some amazing stuff. So I should have this Monday or Tuesday. And let's see, what kind of weather are we looking at? 1 second here. Let me get the weather. Where's the weather? Where are you, weather? Monday. Yeah, gonna have some sun Monday. Maybe Tuesday. It looks like it's going to be sunny. I think Wednesday actually is the first day of rain we got coming up. So, all right, get out of there. So what I'm getting at is he has an assembly video, and I'm going to leave a link to his assembly video. I'll leave it in this video, and I'll leave it in the video whenever I get this. That's the size of the box it comes in. And he's my kind of guy. Look at this. Look where he's doing this assembly video, in his shop on a table saw. Okay. So that's him. Here's his channel. That is his channel name. And I have subscribed. And he's got recipe, you know, not recipes, but he shows himself cooking in it and demonstrating it. And he does things with schools right here. And he's in, I believe he's in the San Diego area, the Southern California area. Let's go see his website. He does not have this, the HTTP. What he needs is the HTTP here, or else you could just click on it. It would be a live link. And then, well, let's just see. Let's see if there's something else he sells. About our work. What is portfolio? He probably makes more money if you buy through his website, but I'm putting an Amazon link because you know, I get 3 or was it 4% each sale I get. So I'll be putting an Amazon link. Let's see what buy online, where it takes you. Okay, you can buy it through Amazon. There you go. You can buy it through eBay. Okay, well, he's okay with Amazon then. So that's cool. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to leave a link to that assembly video right there. And I don't know what I'm going to do Friday. You'll see this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I am going to have a ride Saturday. My wife and I have picked out a nice ride. So we'll see.